The story starts in a quiet, dimly lit police station on a stormy night. Officer Sam is alone, going through paperwork. Outside, the rain falls heavily, and the distant sound of thunder rumbles. The atmosphere is tense, hinting that something unusual is about to happen. The phone rings suddenly, interrupting the silence. Sam answers, a shaky voice on the other, and warns him about a wolf blocking the road near the old woods. The caller sounds terrified, and her words are jumbled, hinting that something unnatural is happening. Sam dismisses the call, but the unease lingers. Sam gets into his patrol car, still skeptical. As he drives through the desolate streets, the storm intensifies. Fog begins rolling in as he nears the old road, and the eerie atmosphere begins to build. He notices that everything seems unnervingly quiet. As Sam reaches a road where the wolf is supposed to be, he sees a shadowy figure in the distance. At first, it seems like an ordinary wolf, but its eyes are unnaturally glowing. Sam hesitates, unsure if this is what the caller meant. He steps out of the car cautiously, trying to approach it. Sam approaches the wolf, but then he notices something even stranger. The road ahead is blocked by a massive barrier that wasn't there a moment ago. The markings on the ground look ancient, and an ominous whisper seems to emanate from the road, warning Sam to turn back. The wolf vanishes into the fog, leaving Sam standing confused and anxious. Sam drives back to the police station, his mind racing. Something isn't right, and the call he received haunts him. As he enters the station, he feels a growing sense of dread. He's not sure the wolf was real or part of something far darker. The scene ends with the sound of a faint whisper over the radio. It's not over, officer. Sam begins to research the history of the road and uncovers the legend of the wolf and the curse that haunts it. The supernatural events escalate, and Sam faces a terrifying choice: break the curse or remain trapped forever. Sam returns to the police station, deeply shaken. He begins to research the mysterious road and the wolf he encountered. After some digging, he discovers old newspaper clippings and historical records about the road being cursed. People have disappeared in the area over the years, and strange occurrences always surround it. An ancient curse tied to the land begins to emerge as a possible explanation. Sam calls a local historian, an elderly woman named Eleanor, who shares a chilling story. She tells him that a group of travelers once tried to escape the cursed road, but they were pursued by a spirit wolf. The curse trapped their souls in the area forever, and anyone who dares to enter after dark is at risk of becoming part of the curse. She warns him that the wolf is not just an animal. It's a manifestation of the curse itself, a guardian of the road that ensures no one can escape. She tells Sam that the only way to end the curse is to uncover the truth behind it. That night, Sam has a strange vision. He sees the old travelers running from the wolf, their screams echoing in the night. As he watches the vision unfold, he begins to feel the same dread and hopelessness they felt. The ghostly figures of the travelers pass by him, reaching out in desperation. Sam tries to speak to them, but realizes they can't hear him. He wakes up in a cold sweat, his mind now fully consumed by the curse. Sam returns to the cursed road, now armed with the knowledge of its dark past. As he drives toward the barrier, the atmosphere grows heavier and more oppressive. The whispers grow louder, and Sam can feel the eyes of the curse upon him. Just as he reaches the barrier again, the wolf appears once more, this time in its full spiritual form, a massive, glowing creature with a haunting presence. It stares at Sam, a silent challenge. The wolf growls lowly, but this time Sam doesn't back down. He remembers Eleanor's warning about the truth behind the curse. Sam realizes that the wolf isn't there to harm him. It's there to guard the truth. He makes a choice: confront the curse or leave the road forever. The wolf steps aside as if allowing Sam to move forward, but as Sam crosses the barrier, he sees an inscription on the ground, revealing the dark secret. The curse can only be broken if the spirit of the traveler is freed. Sam must now make a sacrifice to save the trapped souls. Twist ending. As Sam touches the inscription, he is flooded with memories of the traveler's final moments. The wolf's spirit suddenly changes. Its eyes soften, and it appears to guide him towards a solution. The curse is lifted, but as Sam leaves, he feels the road closing behind him, as if the curse will always be there waiting. Sam returns to his small apartment after the terrifying events on the cursed road. His mind is restless, and he can't escape the images of the glowing wolf, the ghostly travelers, and the ominous symbols etched into the ground. He tries to convince himself it was all a hallucination or some strange coincidence, but deep down, he knows that the curse is real. The following days pass in a fog, and the weather remains uncomfortably calm. Sam's colleagues at the police station notice that something's off about him. He's withdrawn, distant, and his once confident demeanor has turned to one of constant anxiety. Yet, no one seems to believe him when he tries to explain what he encountered. The supernatural events seem too unbelievable, even for a seasoned officer like Sam. As he sits alone in his apartment one evening, there's a knock on the door. He opens it, only to find an empty package on the doorstep, a faded old map of the cursed road and surrounding area. Taped to the back is a small note. "The road waits for you." Sam takes the map and visits the local library, hoping to uncover the history of the cursed road and the truth behind the wolf. He finds an old journal hidden in the library's archives, written by a man named Jonathan Blackwood, a historian who lived in the town centuries ago. The journal describes how the road was built over an ancient burial ground and how the settlers disturbed the resting place of a long-forgotten tribal spirit. The spirit, a shape-shifting wolf, was angered by the desecration and cursed anyone who ventured near the area. The curse trapped the spirits of those who crossed the road, binding them to the land forever. The only way to break the curse is for a living person to sacrifice their soul, freeing the trapped spirits but binding themselves to the road in return. Sam's stomach churns as he reads the journal. The realization hits him hard. The wolf is not just a guardian but a reflection of the curse itself, a manifestation of the lost souls trapped by the land. The wolf was trying to warn him, not harm him, but it also means that if he wants to end the curse, he must give up everything. Armed with this knowledge, Sam returns to the cursed road, knowing he must face the wolf once and for all. The weather is eerily calm, and the road seems unnaturally silent as he approaches. The familiar fog swirls around him, and the air grows heavier with each step. The barrier is still in place, but now there's something different. It seems almost like a threshold, a point of no return. The wolf appears once more, but this time, it's not just an animal. It is the spirit of the land, towering and glowing with ethereal light. It stares at Sam with ancient eyes, filled with the weight of centuries of suffering. There's a moment of understanding between them, and Sam knows that the wolf isn't his enemy. It is the keeper of the land, bound by the curse. The wolf steps aside, allowing Sam to cross the barrier. The moment Sam steps onto the cursed land, a surge of energy courses through him. He feels a cold presence wrapping around him, as if the curse is trying to claim him. Sam stands in the center of the road, surrounded by glowing symbols etched into the earth. The wolf watches him from the edge of the fog, its eyes calm but filled with a deep sadness. The spirits of the trapped souls begin to manifest. Faint, ghostly figures emerging from the mist, whispering in agony and despair. Sam closes his eyes, preparing himself for what he must do. He knows the curse can only be broken through sacrifice. He must give his life to free the souls. The wolf, sensing his resolve, approaches Sam and lowers its head in a solemn gesture of respect. As Sam places his hand on the ancient inscription at the center of the road, the ground shakes violently. The ghosts of the trapped souls swirl around him, screaming in pain, and the wolf howls mournfully in the distance. The curse is ready to be broken, but demands a final price. Sam takes a deep breath and makes the ultimate sacrifice, offering his soul to the land in exchange for the souls of the trapped travelers. The moment he does, a blinding light envelopes him and the fog clears. The road, once cursed and forsaken, now feels alive again, freed from the dark force that had held it in its grip for so long. The following morning, the curse seems to have lifted. The fog is gone, and the road no longer feels haunted. The old barrier has crumbled to dust, and the forest seems calm once again. The wolf, no longer a spirit of vengeance, vanishes into the mist, its purpose fulfilled. Sam's sacrifice is complete. The souls are free. He has given up his life to save them, but he knows the road's curse will never return. He feels a strange sense of peace, knowing that he has finally broken the cycle. As Sam's ghostly figure fades into the morning light, the town slowly returns to normal. People begin to forget the terrifying events, but somewhere deep in the woods, the echoes of the lost souls still whisper, thankful for the man who gave everything to free them